somewhere. There's a king brown snake waiting there. There's a king brown snake waiting there.
Hi, I'm Les Stroud, creator of Survivor Man, and welcome to this session of training and tutorial videos from Sony Creative Software. Now, these sessions are designed to show you the techniques and the tools you need to survive your next video editing sessions. The same tools that make Sony Vegas Pro software an integral part of my own production studios. Now, these tutorials are meant to not only help you survive
simple little acts like this that get you in the most trouble.
Your next video edit, but also help you refine your craft.
In this video, I want to continue to explore the workflow for different types of cameras and formats in Vegas Pro. We began in last month's video with a discussion of the XDCam EX line of cameras. While the EX format is a great option for a wide variety of shooting situations, it's obviously not the only game in town when it comes to shooting affordable, high-definition footage. The HDV format offers another great high-def route, and Sony has a comprehensive lineup of fantastic HDV cameras. Several things make HDV a great choice for your high-definition video projects. It's a stable, robust, convenient format that gives you high-definition footage with file sizes no larger than DV files of the same length. You can shoot in either the 720p format favored by some manufacturers or the higher resolution 1080i and 1080p formats used by Sony and others. It's also quite affordable. All of these formats work seamlessly and natively inside Vegas Pro. Let's explore the HDV workflow and learn how you can make the best of the HDV gear you've purchased or are looking to purchase. We'll start with a discussion of the native tape-based workflow. The HDV format uses standard mini DV tapes as the storage medium, and you can use Vegas Pro to easily transfer the footage from the tape to your computer drives so that you can start editing. First, connect your HDV camera or deck to your computer via an IEEE 1394, more commonly known as FireWire or iLink cable. It's always a good precaution to turn your camera or deck off before you make this connection in order to avoid potential damage to your gear. If you connected a camera, turn it on in VTR or VCR mode. If Windows asks you what you want to do with the new device it's found, just cancel the dialog box without taking any action. You'll let Vegas Pro do all the work. In Vegas Pro, choose File, Capture Video. In the Capture Video dialog box, select the HDV or SDI radio button and click OK. As you saw in last month's video, or if you've captured DV in Vegas Pro before, the DV option opens an external application to handle transferring the footage to your hard drive. When you choose the HDV or SDI option, as we did here, an integrated HDV capture window opens docked in the window docking area. Assuming you have your deck or camera on with tape in it, the capture window displays stopped to indicate that the tape is not playing. If your device supports machine control, you can control the playback of the camera or deck from here in the capture window. If the capture window indicates that it can't find your playback device, click the Capture Preferences button at the top of the window. In the Capture Preferences dialog box, click the Device tab. Click the Device Type drop-down list and choose IEEE 1394 MPEG-2 TS device from the list and your specific device from the Device drop-down list. Click Apply. As long as we're here in the Capture Preferences dialog box, let's address a couple of other important issues. Click the Disk Management tab. This tab shows the path to the capture location. By default, it points to the My Documents folder. Since that's probably not where you want to store your footage, you should change the location now. Click the Add Folder button. In the Browse for Folder dialog box, navigate to the location that you want to use for capture. If you haven't yet set up a folder for capture, click the Make New Folder button and create one. When you're done, click OK. The folder that you selected now contains a green check mark to indicate that it's the active capture folder. You could delete the default capture folder from the list if you want to, but it isn't necessary. Now click the General tab. There are several options here, and you should take a look at them to see what's available. For now, though, I want to point out one in particular. Scroll down to the bottom of the list of options. You see that the Enable HDV Scene Detection preference is currently active. This means that as Vegas Pro transfers your footage, it'll break up the footage from the tape into separate files according to when you started and stopped recording on your camera. Each time you started recording, Vegas Pro will start a new file, and that new file will contain everything you shot until you stopped recording that particular instance. While this can be handy, it's not always what you want. If you want the entire tape stored into one file regardless of how many times you started and stopped recording, then deselect the Enable HDV Scene Detection checkbox. Finally, click OK to accept all of these preference changes. Now you're all set to move the footage from your device to your hard drive. Use the transport buttons at the bottom of the capture window to find the location on the tape that contains the footage you want to transfer to your computer drive. For instance, to get back to the beginning of the tape, click the Rewind button. From left to right across the transport button bar, you see the Rewind, Play, Fast Forward, Pause, Stop, Step Backward, Step Forward, and finally, Start Capture buttons. Many of these are probably familiar, as they are the same as the corresponding buttons on most cameras and decks. Click the Play button. Your playback device starts playing the tape, and you can watch the footage in the capture window's preview pane. When you get to the location on the tape where you want to start capturing, click the Pause button. If you didn't nail the start location exactly, click the Step Backward and/or Step Forward buttons to step through the video until you find exactly the right frame to start your capture on. You can also use the Shuttle control and, if your playback device supports it, the Scrub control to find the location you want on the tape. Before you start the transfer procedure, take a look at the Clip Edit tab. The Capture Folder drop-down list gives you another method for specifying the capture folder. Enter a name for the clip you are about to capture in the Clip Name field and the name of the tape the clip comes from in the Tape Name field. You can also add a comment and a rating if you want to. The timecode in, timecode out, and length fields are not used for HDV capture at this time. Now, click the Start Capture button to begin transferring the footage from your camera to your computer drive.